ではホワイトチャペル担当のワトソンが、また、警察署の方に調査に向かいます。
Good evening. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Not at all, Doctor. This man, Mr. Richardson, is a witness to the horrid affair at 29 Hanbury Street, the murder of Annie Chapman. We are discussing the relevance of his testimony.
You're probably not in a position to discuss it with me, but I would like to know more about what you call the relevance of this young man's testimony.
Oh, there's no secrecy. It's simply that the testimony given by Mr. Richardson doesn't match the time of death given by the coroner, Dr. Phillips.
What was the time of death, according to him?
Before 4:30 in the morning.
他の、目撃者について。
My conclusions were the same. Were there any other conflicting testimonies?
Well, 2 other witnesses summoned at the preliminary inquest gave testimony, but in these cases too, the times don't match.
Do you remember what it was they said?
I didn't question them myself. A colleague of mine took down their statements on paper, but on deciding they were of little use, he tore them up and threw them in the bin. There's no point in being bogged down with useless paperwork.
I will take my leave, Humphreys.
Goodbye, Doctor.
彼がその目撃者のようです。
May I introduce myself? I'm Dr. Watson. I am...
You wouldn't be the chap what writes the detective stories in that there paper?
Well, yes, indeed, my stories have been published in the Strand.
Go blimey, wanna tell me old mum?
It would seem your testimony is the subject of some debate. Could you tell me what it was about?
They'll be telling I'm a bit befuddled about the times that I told them. But it can't be so. I knows what I sees and what I don't sees that morning.
What did you see, or what didn't you see? And at what time, would you say?
I'll tell you this for nothing. It's me old mum who lives at the house where the body was found out back in the garden. She has her shop at the bottom to the right of the stairs. Her door was broken down not too far back, 'cause it's a real zoo it is. Right, the morning it happened, I head that way to see if me old mum has finally had the place broken into. It was 4:45 when I got there. That I'll swear on me dear old mum's life. I had a look round to see if the cellar had been taken. No. I had a little sit down on the stairs by the courtyard, 'cause me shoes were causing me no end of pain, and I had a cut and all. I didn't see a single thing below the steps, Doctor, not one single thing. If there was some bird all covered in blood, 'tain't no how I could have missed that, even if it were night time. Right, 5 minutes after getting to number 29, I had to clip off. And now they tells me that either I can't tell time no more, or I was fixing me loafer next to a stiff that was still steaming. All right then. Evening, gents.
今の話を、覚えておいてください。そして、ちょっとゴミを漁ってみましょ
う。Here are the ripped statements. I can piece them together again. There, all done. Holmes couldn't have done better himself.
はい、先ほどの警察官との、話であった、2人の、証言の書類です。E ロングの証言。事件のあった朝5時に目撃者は教会通りの自宅を出てスパイタルフィールズの市場へと向かった。ハンブリー通りに差し掛かるとブリックレーンのブラックイーグル醸造所の時計が午前5時半を告げた。目撃者はその時、男と女が話している場面を目撃した。遺体安置所で目撃者にアニー・チャップマンの遺体を見せると、間違いなく前述の女と同一人物であると証言した。これは強力な手がかりである。被害者と一緒にいた男の特徴を以下に示す。年齢40歳。身長、一緒にいた女性より少し高い。 約5フィート3インチ。これは約158センチぐらいだと思われます。衣服、茶色の鹿内帽、暗い色のコート、この点は疑わしい。労働者階級の一般的な服装。特徴、髪と口ひげの色は暗く、肌の色も暗い。外人のように見えた。その男は背中を向けており、顔をはっきり見分けることができなかった。外人という言葉はユダヤ系の人間に使われることが多い。そしてこれが、2人目の証言、A カドッシュの証言。証言者は事件現場であるハンブリー通り29番地の隣の27番地に住んでいて、中庭は高くて薄い木のフェンスで仕切られている。事件のあった朝、証言者は午前5時15分に起床し、中庭の便所に向かった。そして5時20分、家に戻ろうとしたとき、フェンスの向こう側から声が聞こえた。ノーという言葉だけ聞き取ることができた。彼は家に戻ったが不審に思い、4分後に中庭に戻ってきた。その時、フェンスから何かが落ちる音が聞こえた。フェンスの方からですね。その後、仕事場へ向かうべく家を出た。スパイタルフィールズ教会の前を通った時、午前5時32分になっていた。それからこれが警察の古い逮捕記録。1886年4月、ベンジャミン・ファゲット、通称学者ベニー、46歳、ハウンズディッチ在住、ロイヤルバンクオブロンドンでの横領と銀行記録改ざん、ダートムーア刑務所に懲役8年。ヤコブ・レビー、30歳、アルドゲート在住、ホワイトチャペルのグールストン通り58番地の肉屋の雇用主、ハイマン・サンプソンから肉を盗んだ。エセックス州の施設に20ヶ月の保護観察。ロン・オービアス、26歳、住所不定。強盗、横領、暴行、宗教施設への不適切な行為により、チチェスター聖堂へ損害を与えた、シティ・オブ・ロンドン精神病院へ無期限の入院。
An old report on arrests that took place a few years earlier.
では、フィンリーの宿へ向かってみます。
There is a strong smell of gas. It seems to be coming from the abandoned building. Good evening, Finlay. How are you?
Oh, good evening, Doctor. So. And you?
ガスの匂いがするようですが、
It smells of gas here.
You might say, Doctor, without wanting to speak ill of the force, I have to wonder if the police are up to something.
What do you mean?
Well, I was outside yesterday evening when the light went out at my place, and a gas smell came from the abandoned building across from my place. And a minute later, the police arrived and were snooping all around like it was them who hit the gas before arriving.
その奇妙な、宿主について。
Have things sorted themselves out with your strange tenant?
Don't talk about it, Doctor. That man is truly bizarre. He goes to the most sordid locations once night falls. 3 days ago, my wife told me she saw him come in with blood-stained clothes and a fearsome look.
その、宿主の特徴について。
Interesting. What does he look like, and how old is he?
Oh, he's my age, give or take, so the other side of 50. He's always dressed in a striking manner, with an American hat. He's big, close to 5'11", I'd say. He has a strange voice, not just his accent, see, his voice.
Very well. Goodbye for now, Finlay.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Now then, let's go to the police station. There is a strong smell of gas. It seems to be coming from the abandoned building.
Yes, Doctor?
殺人について聞いておきます。
So, how far along are the investigations into these two recent murders?
Everyone around here believes both crimes were committed by the same man. But as for the Hanbury Street and Bucks Row crimes, nobody has heard or seen a thing.
まあ、手がかりはないと。それから、フィンリーの、宿主、タンブルティ、という医者について聞いておきます。
By the way, have you heard of a Dr. Tumblety?
No. Is it important?
Yes. Well, no, maybe. Actually, I don't know. I have heard about this man, his frequent nocturnal outings and bizarre behaviour.
What does this chap look like, Doctor? And where can we find him?
フィンリーのことを話しておきます。
The last I heard was that he was staying at Finley's place, the man who was looking for me a few days ago.
It would greatly assist us if you could ask Finley what your strange associate looks like. We could then see if the description matches any witness accounts.
タンブルティ博士の特徴を話します。
Tumblety is a man around 5'11", about 55 years old, extravagantly dressed and with a rather distinctive voice. He boards at Finley's. You should know where that is, as the police were there only yesterday. Their arrival coincided with a strange gas leak.
Ah, yes, I know where you mean. Indeed, there was an odd affair with the gas. It was rather unsettling. We were searching for a well-known scoundrel who was ratted out by Squibby, the chap we followed and saved from the pack a few days ago. This thug, No Pity Bluto, must have been in the abandoned building in question. But there was no sign of him when we arrived. Furthermore, an inspector said that, given the smell, the thingamabob that supplies gas to the building was probably damaged. So we took no risks and were called away somewhere else.
I will take my leave, Humphreys.
Goodbye, Doctor.
彼の話によると、ブルートという犯罪者、指名手配されている犯罪者が、フィンリーの宿の隣のガスの漏れていたアパートに住んでいたという話です。では、ここで、ソロモノビッチのところへ行ってみます。
Good evening, Mr. Solomonovich.
Good evening, Doctor. What a pleasure to see you again.
ハーネスはできているか聞いてみます。
Have you finished converting the harnesses?
Yes, just now. I got a little behind because of all the commotion.
何かこの辺で騒ぎがあったようなので、それも聞いておきます。
Commotion?
Don't you start. 3 days ago, the very afternoon that you passed by, there was a chase throughout the neighborhood. Hundreds of people were chasing one man, claiming he was responsible for the murders these last few days. Schmonz! It was awful. I hope those maniacs didn't catch him. Better the police should.
それからパイザーについて聞いておきます。レザーエプロンのことですね。
Tell me, did John Pizer turn himself in to the police?
Things unfolded as they should. Look in the newspaper, the Daily News from today.
Farewell, Isaac.
Goodbye, Doctor.
はい、デイリーニュース新聞1888年9月11日。ホワイトチャペルの殺人。ホワイトチャペル界隈である噂が囁かれている。一連の残虐な犯行がイギリス人によるものとは考え難い。ヨーロッパのスラムからやってきた移民による犯行に違いないという噂である。先日逮捕されたレザーエプロンがユダヤ人であったことから、イーストエンドではユダヤ人に対する悪感情が日増しに高まっている。そんな中、この容疑者の無実が証明され、警察は彼を保釈した。レザーエプロンと呼ばれていたパイザーという男が、先週の木曜日からずっと家から外に出ていなかった。昨日、アニー・チャップマンの検視が開始したが、まだ有力な手がかりは見つかっていない。警察によるこの度のアニー・チャップマン殺害事件の調査で、数名の男性が逮捕された。その中で重要な人物は、事件現場の近くに住んでいるユダヤ人のパイザーと、グレーブセンドに住むピゴットである。ピゴットは精神に異常をきたしていると思われ、現在取り調べ中である。 では次は、診療所に向かってみます。ハーネスと引き換えに盗まれた杖を返してもらうというわけですね。ハーネスを渡します。
Good evening, Dr. Gibbons.
Dr. Watson.
杖について。
Did you keep the cane we spoke of last time?
I was going to sell it tomorrow, would you believe, having not heard word.
ハーネスを渡します。
Here are your harnesses, Doctor.
They are top quality, I'd say. Definitely worth the price of this walking stick. Here, it's yours.
それから、フィンリーの宿屋の階段で見つけた瓶にはホルマリンの匂いがしました。ホルマリンについて聞いておきます。
Do you have any formalin here?
No, definitely not. They have it in university hospitals to conserve anatomical specimens in jars. But in a little clinic like mine, we don't keep anything but bad memories.
Well, farewell, Doctor.
Goodbye, Dr. Watson.
I must go to Miss Bella's.
その前に、アニー・チャップマンが持っていた封筒の中に入っていたこの、錠剤についても聞いてみます。
Yes, Doctor?
Could you tell me what type of pill this is?
Yes, we have those here. It's not really a medication. We give them to patients with chronic respiratory conditions like tuberculosis.
アニー・チャップマンについて。
Did you have a patient by the name of Annie Chapman, the woman killed 3 days ago?
Indeed. She came in the morning of her death. Poor woman.
Did you give her these pills?
Yes, now that I think of it. She actually came in twice. The first time I gave her an almost empty container without making her pay. She came back during the day and said she dropped the container and stepped on the pills. She wanted to know if I could give her more again without paying. I refused. After she left, a patient who was there told me that he lives at the same place and confided that she had been lying. He saw the pills fall in the tenement's communal kitchen, but the woman immediately wrapped them up in a piece of paper.
Where did this paper come from?
According to this man, she'd found it near the chimney in the kitchen.
Anyone could have thrown that paper there. That envelope can't have anything to do with the murder.
Pardon, Doctor?
Nothing. I was just talking to myself. Well, farewell, Doctor.
Goodbye, Dr. Watson.
I must go to Miss Bella's.
では、ベラの、売春宿へ。盗まれた杖を取り戻したので、それを渡します。
Good evening, ma'am. Your door was open. Isn't that a little dangerous?
Hello, Doctor. Don't worry if the looks of anyone who enters doesn't please me. Me and my pistol know how to convince them to leave.
杖を返します。
I found the cane that was stolen from your client. Here it is.
Doctor, you are a real saint, I can see that. I'll finally be able to present my bill to this damned painter. If by chance you see him, tell him that a little surprise awaits him here.
それから、タンブルティ、フィンリーの宿屋に住んでいる奇妙な医者について聞いてみます。
You told me you would give me some information on this Dr. Tumblety.
Agreed. He's a Canadian or an American. He parades from time to time through the neighbourhood in a 50-guinea suit and acts like a doctor. But for business he isn't worth it. This damn Yankee hates women. The few times that he was approached by the girls, he spit on them, all the while hurling insults. It would seem that he was hunting for the bad boys. He's looking for trouble, that animal.
Does he frequent any pub in particular?
Aye, the Wasp's Nest on Burner Street, I think. A seedy spot even by our standards.
それからアニー・チャップマンについて聞きます。
Do you happen to know Annie Chapman, the poor woman who was killed 3 days ago?
Dark Annie? Pff, Like all the drifters in the area, I've seen her once or twice. With respect to the dead, Annie really was the bottom of the barrel.
What do you mean?
Well, in our profession, the pretty young ones go out when night has barely fallen and don't have a problem finding takers. But poor girls like Annie or Polly Nichols, who aren't as tender and are often sick, sometimes trudge around for a whole night in the cold and the rain before landing a client. And that doesn't help their appearances either. They don't have much choice about paying for a bed for a few hours, a glass of gin or a hot meal.
How terribly sad.
That's the price of survival in Whitechapel, my angel. One of my girls knew Annie for some time. They bought some jewellery on the black market, I think.
Jewellery? How could Annie Chapman have possibly afforded jewellery?
Luxuries for a woman are always relative to her condition, Doctor. As a matter of fact, it was real cheap junk. Annie got 3 assorted brass rings, I think. It's been said I have a memory for jewellery.
ルーシー、キャプテンの姪のルーシーについても聞きます。
How is Lucy keeping?
She's doing well, Doctor, but believe me, it won't last. Rare are the girls who can build a future in our profession.
Very well, I shall let you get back to work, Ma.
See you soon, my love.
それから、事件全体の推理に、項目が追加されました。アニー・チャップマンの指輪は無価値だった。盗むほどのものじゃなかったというわけですね。それでは、ワスプスネストパブ、蜂の巣邸と訳しますが、タンブルティ博士の行きつけのパブに行ってみます。